Right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Warner Brothers could go bankrupt, or Warner Brothers Discovery. Anyway, there is essentially a firm, website analysts. They've come out and said that there's stock probability of bankruptcy at 58%. That's really high, obviously. The probability of bankruptcy, you probably want as low as possible, right? But this goes some way to adding more fuel to the fire of speculation that CEO David Zaslav might want to sell either Warner Brothers Discovery or DC. There was a lot of rumours that DC, James Gunn was establishing the Superman film with so many cameos as a proof of concept to then go and sell it, right? Courtesy of David Zaslav. So, yeah, I mean, this could make a lot of sense. David Zaslav's a businessman. I'm sure he probably would enjoy the possibility of trying to turn this company around, but 58% is very high. Very, very high. And I think, this has obviously gone up because of the strikes that had happened and the poor turnaround of films and the declining box office that Western movies are getting at theatres. But, yeah. Let's dive into this today. Hit subscribe, turn the bell notifications on if you like a video like this. You'll get more. But, don't worry if not, it's fine. Please do follow me over on Twitter and Instagram as well, at Misstaked Reviews. You can find links to them down below in the description box. But let's take a look, right? So, a personalized wealth optimization service, so a website, an analyst website, states that Warner Brothers Discovery has a high chance of going bankrupt. Now, I like this because it's not really associated with the broader Hollywood picture as a whole. A sort of a semi-independent analyst website analysing this thing. This is interesting. This is sort of, a higher potential chance of it being more believable. And it's not that disbelievable. Let's get real here. So the site, Macroaxis, says Warner Brothers Discovery stock probability of bankruptcy at 58%. But Disney is less than 1%. Now, I don't know why, specifically. I think that's interesting. Because if you're thinking about, I guess they've got more free cash flow. That's probably the only reason why, actually, to be honest. Yeah, okay, there you go. It's probably just all down to free cash flow. But anyway, whatever. So the site says most of Warner Brothers' fundamental indicators, such as probability of bankruptcy, are part of a valuation analysis module that helps investors searching for stocks that are currently trading at higher or lower prices than their real value. If the real value is higher than the market price, Warner Brothers Discovery is considered to be undervalued, and we provide a buy recommendation. Otherwise, we render a sell signal. So Macroaxis is a very sophisticated, yet simple to use personalized wealth optimization service built for self-guided, socially responsible investors. That's right, guys. You'll be socially responsible when you invest. Isn't it weird, just as a quick segue here, an aside point, this whole, I want to be, responsible with my investments. I want to be environmentally responsible with my investments. This is like the new buzzword thing. I mean, it's socially responsible. Isn't this just another indicator of ESG to a certain degree? It must be. Fucking nonsense. Anyway, we started Macroaxis during the financial crisis of 2008 as a small project to help investors protect and optimize their positions to combat the ongoing market instability and economic volatility. So, well, I mean, good backing, good place to start. I do wonder whether they had GameStop going high though. I'll be intrigued to hear. Warner Brothers Discovery includes Warner Brothers Pictures, Discovery, Max, Watertower Music, DC Films, DC Comics, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, TBS, TNT, CNN, Warner Brothers Games, and more. Side note, Warner Brothers Games, absolutely killing it. They made like hundreds of millions of dollars this year, Warner Brothers Games. Killing it. Amazing stuff. But what's the chatter, right? So is David Zaslav going to sell Warner Brothers Discovery? That's kind of been on the cards from the start, essentially. So there's always, there always has been actual talk that CEO David Zaslav will sell Warner Brothers Discovery, which of course also includes DC. And again, cast your thoughts back to start of the video where I said David Zaslav could be establishing DC as a proof of concept to sell. So that's not outside the realms of possibility. So back in 2022, Comic-Con insiders told this website that, yeah, there's potential that they're going to sell it, basically. And told them that at the 2023 SDCC that Zaslav hopes to sell in a couple of years to Universal, which is owned by Comcast, whose bankruptcy score, according to Macroaxis, is less than 30%. And they've also been told that Zaslav hopes Universal breaks up the sale so he can retain Discovery, which, that makes sense. Warner Brothers Discovery is essentially broke as fuck, and is the reason why James Gunn is recasting the DCU. So, this website's been told that Zaslav demanded that Gunn recast with cheaper talent, hence why the original ending to The Flash, leading to the Ben Affleck Batman multiverse, got the axe. Which, I can believe that. I mean, these multi-picture deals that they get, they go up and up and up and up and up and up and up in cash. It's huge that these actors get. So regarding if Warner Brothers Discovery does get sold to Universal, what happens to the Gunn DCU? Universal will probably continue. Again, this is the point that I was trying to make. Proof of concept. Proof of concept. And James Gunn and Zack Snyder worked at Universal in their infancy as well. So it's worth a note that Zaslav has also been licensing out content like crazy. So he's licensed HBO series, which has annoyed a lot of people at HBO apparently. And he recently licensed DC content to both Netflix and Tubi, which makes sense. So, yeah. I mean, it makes sense to license content anyway. This has been the death of all streamers at present. Is they should all... I mean, they should have been sharing content from the start. I mean, that's why Netflix did so well in its infancy, is it could get content. And these other companies that were like, oh, we want to get in on that. Yeah, but you've only got your own content. That's it. You only have your own IP library. It's a very limited amount of content that you're looking to push out there. So, I don't know. It is interesting nonetheless. I do find this stuff fascinating. Do you think Warner Brothers Discovery could be sold? DC could be sold? What do you think to the proof of concept notion? Because to me, that has a lot of weight. I do think DC is a proof of concept pre-sale. I think that makes a lot of sense, quite frankly. Warner Brothers Discovery close to bankruptcy? I mean, I can believe that as well. I can believe that. Disney, yeah, I can believe that as well because they can, access a lot of debt. Basically, that's why they're not close to bankruptcy. But anyway, love to hear your thoughts. So drop it down below. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye bye now.